That's crazy. The first boy is mine.
Why you are not dating right now. Classics you should know. The first few notes part one.
I know that.
Black classics you should know. The first few notes part two.
You know the podcast?
Oh my God,
Classics you should know. The
Shit, I
first
just don't
few
be knowing
notes
the
part
names and
That's
shit.
your era. Can't really talk.
Yeah.
Black classics you should know.
What's
The
that, on
first few
TikTok?
notes part six.
Yeah. I was gonna say some shit. Yo,
That be my only shit.
Kevin Campbell said that song's about stalking. he said in the comments of the verses. I don't wanna be
Black classics you should know. The first few notes part seven.
You like the cat? I'm trying to put it on the cat.
I want to sit down.
Smell your cat.
How close is your mic?
Mine's not here.
Let me see.
You know
Hold
what
it.
this is?
Yeah.
Black classics you should know. The first
1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, sir. Keep talking. You hear me?
You got an African drink.
This one.
African, they gotta let you slide. They're fire.
I know what she's talking about that.
Of course, I'm not dancing.
Too tall. And that's not even it. I'm just discombobulated.
I just never learned.
Some shit say,
You
here,
know what it is?
some
Y'all
shit say,
dad.
here I am thinking, my panties is just on backwards.
You know how to dance? Like when shimmy and all that shit was out. Learn how to
The
dance.
song was too heavy.
Learn how to dance.
I wasn't doing
I was about 5'5" to learn how to dance. I was good. That shit, I was 5'9". Niggas was telling me I'm too big to be doing all that.
That's not right. You always try to tell somebody, man, you too tall to be dancing.
I'm tall.
Yeah, I was trying to
But they hype up somebody they don't know.
nah. It was like, yo, you too tall to just be doing little shit like
You gotta do backwards.
nah. You know how like they
You too tall to be dancing, then you go dunk.
Yeah,
That's what they were basically.
that's what they want to say. They was
nah,
scared.
it was like it was
It's
so
okay,
cute.
Kai.
They started
Just knock off. Give a good smack.
I'm not mean to cats.
Why?
3 of them.
Oh, you got to.
Yeah, I
So?
like them.
So they just run your house then?
Hell yeah. Word, I be like to do what they want, dude. Word.
Hey! Come on, get.
he said, nah, boo, you got me.
Oh, here you go.
Cats recognize black belts.
She be annoying me, man. Like, she'll want to jump. Look, all this mess. You want to jump up here? So you know you're knocking something down. Wait, you're taking a
That
Chinese
cat
restaurant.
want executive producer credits.
Nah, I was saying, like with kids, like ethnic kids, black, Spanish and shit, we all grow fast, like our bodies develop faster, so they try to like identify us early.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, fucking 11, 5'9", they basically like looking at me, and all my friends are small, so I look like the grown man on the group, so it's like, yo, you can't be playing like that, you can't be, I stopped doing a lot of shit, man.
You can't play tag. You too tall to play tag.
Became an old man quick.
We rolling?
Been rolling.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to this edition of the podcast.
What's poppin'?
Battle rapper to my left,
It's good, y'all. Y'all ready to know what's up, old man B?
and I'm the middle child. I would say my real name, but y'all know it, but my new nickname is Black Magic Mike.
Wow.
Yeah, facts.
So what's up, man? How you doing? First of all, how you feeling, man? How was your week? We missed you.
That.
A little bit.
Could've come soon. I'm good now. Just had a bad cold. Fucked up.
That's what they call it now. We had to be safe, so I FaceTimed you.
They said what? New Zealand, they labeled the coronavirus common cold now.
Kiwis is down there wilding.
I'm good. Now I was fucked up Friday. I left work early, you know, like went home, watched all 7 Harry Potters. And I watched all 7 Transformers. Watched the Grown Up series. Watched Vante.
This nigga was trying to create a spell to make a machine that could be a car in the cure for whatever was wrong with him.
Now you know what it is. With everything going on, I felt like watching fantasy shit was better.
In the first episode of Friday Night Lights,
Is it
maybe
you know the shit not real?
You only see the same shit on TV when you turn it on.
I thought y'all was getting a search for.
How many movies in the last few years? I think like after 2017.
Other than Marvel movies.
That's it. That's no bullshit. You're right. That's it.
And the funny thing about that is,
I just want to bring you a peace offering.
the Oscars and stuff like that, even the Emmys, they don't acknowledge Marvel movies. That's because like Steven Spielberg, I think, and was it Tarantino or Scorsese? They said something slick like those ain't real movies and all like that. So being that they are like legends, they influence the voting board to not even vote them. Like there's nowhere in the world Elizabeth Olsen doesn't even get a nom for Best Actress for Emmy for WandaVision. She went through 5 different decades. You know, back in the days, the movies and TV shows in the 50s and 60s, they spoke with a specific accent, for lack of a better term. And she killed that. Yeah. Yeah, and she killed it. She killed it. And she didn't even get... They didn't even get like a visual effects.
Every Marvel movie should be
Yes, it's selling the most, so why did they not get no awards?
besides one movie, probably niggas might not agree, but it's like this.
I know your name ain't Karen, but you Karen.
You think so? Why?
It wasn't as good as Rush. It felt like it was thrown together. It wasn't as good as it could have been.
I have a idea why.
And it was just it's extra hype because of first black one and all that.
I have an idea
It
why.
could have been a lot better.
I have an idea why. You know this, every movie that Ryan Coogler directs, Michael B. Jordan's the lead. Fruitvale Station, he was Oscar Grant. Creed, he's Apollo Creed's son. So when he got it, he wanted to put Michael B. Jordan as Black Panther. But Marvel already had Chadwick Boseman in mind to play that part. So he was like, he found the way to squeeze him in. He put Killmonger. I don't even think Killmonger is the villain if that's not Ryan Coogler. They probably go with a different villain. So with that, if you notice the movie, Okoye, Shuri, and Michael B. Jordan have more character development than T'Challa. T'Challa actually doesn't even look like he has no character development because
I think that's what it was bad because like you don't get no Black Panther.
yeah,
You get everything else in the movie, fire, but you get no Black Panther.
like T'Challa, he just learning how to be a king. He disagrees with Killmonger to ultimately at the end of the movie agree with Killmonger.
He was there for like 45 minutes of the movie.
But I'm saying though, he agrees with Killmonger after beef with him.
That movie could have been a lot better than what it was.
What's the best Marvel? What's the best Marvel movie to you? 3. Because it's hard to say one.
That's 3. Endgame,
Okay.
not Endgame, but Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Endgame was cool, but Infinity War was fire. Fucking, Iron Man 1, first Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm putting excellent.
If you, I thought you were talking about the
Nah,
Marvel
MCU.
Studios.
MCU ones.
Yo,
I say Guardians 1.
This is why I was mad that I didn't because that was another thing I was watching. I was watching old movies and shit, like shit from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
The Howard the Duck Marvel shit.
Yeah.
It's fire, but it's bad.
All the movies was
Like,
in the 80s was fire but bad.
Son,
Last
what's
Dragon?
the other shit I watched? Fucking I wrote you about it.
Flash
Why
Gordon?
you didn't tell me about it.
Oh, Beat Street.
The feed shit. No, not it wasn't Beat
No.
Street. It was
Crush. No.
Wild Style. Nigga, that movie is terrible. But it's fire. Like everything about the movie is fire. It's just terrible acting.
Yeah.
And it's shot that. And I don't know if it's because like it's in the Bronx. I'm like, oh yo, that's. But yeah, that shit. It's just bad. But I'm watching it and it's like, this shit good but bad.
Like Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon is terribly shot.
Like
But I love that movie.
The first scene, he coming through the window. His brother sitting there. He get up and he starts stuttering. Like you could tell he messing up. But I'm like, oh, niggas probably was like, yo, we gotta keep it. He started twirling the cap gun. He twirling it, and then he realized he wasn't supposed to be doing that. He looked down, he looked at the camera and stopped. I'm like, nah, that shit was dumb funny. Nigga blacked on his girlfriend, like they was just sitting there, and he just started blacking on the shorty for no reason. I'm like, yeah, this shit was just thrown together.
He just pulled out a camera and said, let's do this.
Hey, Boobio, you gotta tell me about the movies you grew up on, man.
How was your week, man?
He said movies I grew up on.
You know you grew up in those movies.
You know, born in the 70s, right?
How was your week?
I did a lot, bro. My job and shit. Working with the boss's son. He trashed me.
You know that. It's always like
He
that.
tried.
You see this? Alright, call my son trash.
I told him to his face. It says your son not built for this.
He never
His son,
He's probably
nah,
trying to force him.
Yeah, he forced him because his son built the video game when he was like 13.
Mm.
That's what he into.
So it's probably
That's his
what you
love.
need to be into.
Yeah.
Video games are not the whole.
You think video games is going to pay the bills? You got to do
Yes,
this.
yo, I got this
Yes.
company. Yes,
Yes, they will. Yes.
That's
Big
what they
time.
say.
Word. I got this company. You gonna follow up? Movies I grew up on.
I know you like Last Dragon.
But that was my shit. Last Dragon was my shit.
Lou liked that movie. Lou wanted to be in the Last Dragon.
What?
You like Last Dragon.
Last Dragon was my shit.
He was a little moish. He was a little
Came
soft.
off?
He was a little soft.
Gremlins.
Gremlins was my shit too. Word.
I like the Ninja Turtle movie with Toe Car Razor. I was just mad they had Bebop and
First Ninja
Rocksteady.
Turtles.
I seen
Yeah,
a lot of
first
them
Ninja
old
Turtles was fire.
movies. A lot of them old movies growing up, but it was like, I didn't really pay attention to them.
You know what else was fire? First Batman.
Um,
Personal shit.
The shit with
who's that?
this nigga,
Jack.
I'm trying to figure out which one was a Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's
That
Batman.
shit was fire. That was old shit.
The Superman's was dope. Up into
Superman's was dope too.
the one with Richard Pryor.
Yeah. That was the movie. You know when they make movies and you be like, damn, why they did that?
Yeah,
They shouldn't have done
Richard Pryor. That was some joint that like some peaceful propaganda joint, like because he took all the nuclear warheads and threw it at the sun. He didn't need that.
that. Richard Pryor had this movie called Toy. That shit was a good movie.
You know, it was a good movie on the low that was bad. What's the name of the movie, Lou? With Roddy Piper? When you put the glasses on, you can see the aliens. When they see,
I know.
they live or something like
They
that.
live.
They
That's
live.
it. That's
That
it.
movie, yo, you put the shades on, you can see who's the alien and who's not.
Watch, you know what else? Over the Top. That's with Sylvester Stallone.
The arm wrestling joint. Oh.
Yeah.
I told
Why
my
they take his son on the road with him.
one of my
Trying to get
coworkers,
his
he
son
like,
back.
he like 40, 45. I told him I watched the Wild Side shit. He in the feed. She was like, yo, nigga, just every day he be sending me some old shit. He sent me there's some old movie where like Mike Tyson was in it. He had choked some nigga out, like some white boy. Like the white boy basically a con artist trying to get like money out of him. And he choked him out in the beginning of it.
I don't know. I know a movie you need to see. You need to see
Oh, black and white.
You need to see Penitentiary. My man is Too Sweet and Half Dead. And Shaka, when the dude had the drag in his leg, he used to take over people's body.
That's Superman, bro.
Ooh.
You see Born for Death? Sylvester, I mean, Sylvester.
Charles Bronson, right? No, Van Damme.
No. Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
With the Jamaicans.
And you gotta watch all the Charles Bronson movies that used to come on Channel 5 and Channel 11 back in the days. Charles Bronson got like 9 movies, all the same movie. I didn't know if he was Mexican or not, or Filipino. What was Charles Bronson, Luke?
The good shit about watching the movies,
Hold on.
it's like you be looking at the graphics.
He like Jackie Chan. He was Jackie Chan with
This was
a
fire to us.
Yo, like, I
Charles
was
Bronson was
watching-
Jackie Chan. Didn't he have the Didn't he have the Tom Selleck mustache?
He was definitely Jackie Chan.
Like the Howard the Duck shit when I was watching it, you could tell
Howard.
every time they change the character.
You could tell.
Every time, bro.
Because
Son's
of
supposed to
the
be
technology now.
about 4 feet, right?
He was Lithuanian.
Yo, the
Oh.
nigga was supposedly hiding inside the garbage can, and they were like trying to rape the joint. Nigga jumped out, and they had the dude standing on top of it, and the whole Howard Duck costume, bro. Nigga like 6'5", bro.
Yeah.
Like they switched the camera back, and then showed it. I'm like, yo, nah, this shit is crazy.
They watched The Predators. All the movies were on Carl
Terminator.
Weathers.
What was the other joke? Terminator. What was the other joke with, oh, man. What's this guy? Arnold Schwarzenegger. They was in the woods. Predator.
Yeah, I was saying that Predator with Carl Weathers.
You gotta watch this.
You gotta watch Mad Arnold Schwarzenegger movies like Cop and a Half.
I think that's
Or Kindergarten. No, Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten.
And Police Academy. All them joints is funny.
Netflix and chill is dead. Like Netflix and let's watch a old movie.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yo, you gotta learn how to switch a VPN so you could get like Japanese Netflix.
You gotta watch the,
I don't even like watching. I don't like watching shit with subtitles.
Nigga, shit, you better watch it because Squid Games is fire. You ain't watch Squid Games yet? Lou, you watch Squid Games?
Which one?
Squid Games.
Nah. It's subtitles, right?
Yo,
Can't do
just watch,
subtitles.
yo, bro. 40. It take like 25 to half an hour to introduce stuff. Then it's popping from there.
I think Judy watched it.
Watch it with subtitles, man. I be doing other shit in the house. That's why I can't like.
if I gotta read it,
I don't be. And people be like, oh, it should be better. No,
It do.
I can't get the passion for reading. Everybody sound like me. Like, that's what people try to say about anime. Like, oh, you don't know anime unless you, bro. You don't even. They like, oh, it's more passionate. No, how you know it's more passionate? How you know what they mean when they say you don't speak Japanese?
The Japanese and
Niggas, and then you watch it in English. These niggas be telling jokes.
nah, no BS though. From the subtitle to the dub, there's a lot of stuff lost in translation.
There's a lot of stuff lost, but
And they don't say the correct stuff a lot of times. They just add stuff because they ain't translated right and they couldn't find a good, passionate way to say
Now
it.
they doing it a lot better because they get Japanese people to translate it.
And, then back in the days, like the anime on in Japan, they had a little more freedom of what they were saying, as opposed to American cartoon. So, you ready to tackle the first topic? Yeah, you ready? Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about Robert. I have a question. Does listening to old music constitute supporting him?
If he get money from it,
No, he has a horrible contract.
if he don't get money from it, if he get anything from it, it's support.
All right, so then y'all gotta stop singing that Mr. Biggs. What the hell is going on in the streets of my home? He wrote that. Oh, it's about.
No.
See, you supposed to do R. Kelly for us. He messed up, man.
but nah, because I'm sitting here thinking about it.
He wrote it and he's singing on there. That's supporting him.
No, to me, I said no. I say no.
Why?
No, I'm saying it's not. I mean,
Oh.
there's nothing wrong with listening to his music. I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think
I think it's how you feel. About
morally.
it. Like however you feel.
Morally, one thing, but to say that someone's supporting because they're listening to old music that he's not getting paid off of, it's not like he's bringing out something new and you're like, oh, I want to keep it going. He's on tour and you want to go on the tour. No, you listen to old songs that you grew up on. Because if that's the case, a lot of stuff we shouldn't listen to. We're not going to listen to Elvis Presley because he married a 14-year-old. We're not going to listen to none of the rock and roll groups from the 70s to the mid-80s that was actually literally putting in their songs that they was picking up 15-year-olds on the road and banging them. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. And then if you want to go a step further, all these rappers that actually kill people and that's harming people, why are we listening to them? Why are we supporting them?
I mean, killing different.
What's different?
Kill to survive. You don't rape to survive.
You right about that, but at the same time, a lot of these dudes will say, if a nigga look a wrong way, I'm gonna shoot him. That's not saying you kill and survive.
Put it like this. You're more than likely, if your cousin killed somebody, you'll let him. You still might be able to understand and let him around your kid.
Yeah.
If he raped a little girl, that nigga can't come nowhere near your door.
You're absolutely right. I always say,
I don't even want you on the same.
I always say you can justify killing somebody better than you can justify being a pedophile, sexual predator. Like, killers should have a chance to reform and come out. But rapists, put them under the jail. They should never get out ever again because it's a state of mind. You get off from that. Pedophiles, you get off from that. It's a state of mind. You're attracted to little kids. Me, if I kill somebody, it was a survival mode. Somebody probably was bullying me, and I thought the only way I could eliminate that fear is me killing them, as opposed to a guy that sees little boys or little girls and get turned on. That's a state of mind that you probably can't get out of. Get them up out of there.
Suppose you get that first. Suppose the first time you kill somebody, right? You get that taste, and you like it. You just become a nigga that just
Like Dexter. Yeah, then you got to sit down for a little while.
For a little while.
Huh?
For a little while. Forget that. He should be in prison for forever.
I still
Yeah,
wouldn't judge
I'm
you
just
as
saying.
bad as I'm gonna judge a rapist.
Yeah. And then the bad thing about it is like, you're like, oh, I mean, he was a victim too. He was a victim of molestation or whatever because he was touched. No. Hear me out. But that makes it even worse because you know what was done to you was wrong. And then you're wronging other people. That's like somebody that was abused as a child, and then you want to abuse your child and your woman. Like, what are you doing?
You know how it feels.
Yeah.
That's like you wanted to pay it forward. Like, yo, you gotta pass it on. I gotta make sure this keeps going.
But it's not supporting him if you hear old music.
I don't know. Cause like when I hear his music now,
Now you think him talking to a kid?
nah, it's not that. I don't get. The
I do
same,
some
like,
songs.
It just be,
I'm
it
ill.
just be like nah, like you ever been cool with a nigga and he do some funny shit and then like every time he come around, it ain't gonna even be doing nothing. He just pop up, say what's up to niggas, and you just be like, I don't want to hear about this.
Yeah.
That when I hear his music, that's what it feel like. Like I don't want to listen to this shit.
And another thing, we ain't gonna support him. Cool. All those artists that did stuff with him post allegations or around the allegations, y'all gotta suffer consequences too. See the slippery slope? Without R. Kelly, you don't get to hear none of the Ronald Isley songs after '94. You don't get to hear Fortunate from Maxwell. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to Life from Jodeci. Don't listen to a whole bunch of B2K and Marcus Houston songs. Don't listen to none of them Tamia songs that was late. All the people that he wrote for. I think a Fingerprint was all over music at one point for like a 5-year stretch.
I think it's different though. I think it's more so like hearing him.
Well, anything that he's on, because he was on a lot of stuff too that he wrote.
Because if you doing that, a lot of people, you don't know really what people was involved in. Because some things he could have wrote and got credit for, some things he could have wrote and not got credit for. So you don't really know.
You can't listen to Ja Rule song.
Just,
Wonderful.
It's just his voice. Like his voice for some reason.
The Fat Joe
now
song.
it's like, there's one song I'm happy I don't gotta hear no more. Man. Fuck the was it I Wish? Actually make me cry all the time. Happy I don't gotta hear that shit no more. One thing I never supported, but he was a great songwriter.
He's a genius. Musical
I wish
genius.
he wasn't a freak, but
Yeah.
my son got one of the freakiest albums ever. That shit with him with the
Zoro Mask?
Now the do-rag with the brim, with the holster, and the belt with the tongue.
Yeah, he was
He
wild.
was a wild boy.
He was
I don't know,
wild.
like he should have been dealt with a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy. And it's crazy to still see it now. Like people
So-
really don't care. Like
so-
there's certain people you like, yo, R. Kelly's about. I'm like, I don't care. I want him to
Yo,
fight me. Like,
Yo, when he got convicted recently, he got convicted of a lot. I think he might get like 300. I mean, he might get like 200 years. All the stuff he had, like on racketeering. That was like the racketeering with the kids.
Well, 8 counts, right?
No, that's only for New York. He still got stuff in Chicago. So they were saying people outside the court was blasting his music. I mean, you should be able to separate. You should be able to separate the artist from the person. They do something wrong, like morally wrong, like that. You can't support them. But playing
Would you
old
buy
music is
Hitler
not
painting?
support, huh?
Would you buy a Hitler painting?
That's supporting.
That's what I'm saying. Could you separate that artist? Hitler's an artist. Hitler was an artist.
I want to delve into the topic of Hitler. That's another podcast.
But that's what I'm saying.
No.
It's the same as separating.
Mm-mm.
Can you separate the artist from the person? If Hitler got some fire painting, can you buy that painting and hang it up on your wall with his name on there, Adolf Hitler?
People listening to West Side Gun album is called Hitler Wears Hermes, and he's on the. He was on. I think he was on the cover.
Can you support?
But he would get paid directly from that. It's tough, but I don't think listening to music is supporting somebody.
They get paid to support it.
Like I said, they got a terrible contract because he couldn't read. What's he getting
You
off
wanna
it?
say, like,
Because a stream is not even 1 cent.
You want to say support as in like
Concerts and
concerts.
you know what I'm saying though, like
But like you were saying, support is weird because support could be anything.
All right, so if let me see. Say Hot 97, right?
y'all niggas is done.
Say the radio having a mix master weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and they having they say we gonna play the top 50 R. Kelly songs. And you be like, yeah, I'm gonna tune in and listen.
And support. I don't know.
You going for listening? You going for tuning in?
That's a tough question. It's a tough question.
Cause and like you're not really
They wrong for
supporting
playing
it. You listening to it.
They're wrong for playing it. Because the thing,
But the
Let me ask you a
document.
question,
Hold on. The documentary what they did about him, his music sales spiked after that.
I had a question. I brought it up and Lou had touched on it. Should we feel the same way about Chris Brown? He beat up Rihanna.
Mm. Why?
Why?
because he didn't beat up.
Huh?
He didn't beat up. They had a domestic dispute in the car. She hit him and he hit her. They both have marks. Like
He bit her
defensive
fingers.
marks. She was hitting him.
His hands is lethal weapons. His hands he's a black belt. When he went to court, that's what one of the things that came up. His hands is marked as weapons. The same thing as Mike Tyson.
I don't know if I might be wrong, but Lou could probably tell you because you're a black belt, right? If somebody hits you, you don't got the right to hit them back.
Yeah.
I got the right to defend myself. And if I'm
I
driving,
think boxers might be the only ones that may have to register their hands, but
Mm.
if you hit a woman regardless, if he beat her,
Hold up. I don't even
He need
think
to spend-
you gotta register your hands as boxers no more. I think that's dead.
But if you, we don't know what happened.
that
in
might
the
be a
car. If she
rumor,
hit
a myth.
him and he turned around and started hitting her, I can't say, yo,
It's tough.
I can say you made a mistake.
If you defended yourself and beat her, it's two different things.
Yeah, because defending yourself, he could have grabbed her
Yeah.
up. Because
Mistake, bro.
see, so I'm gonna make it tough for you.
I can say he young and made
Hold
a
on.
mistake.
All right, I'm gonna make it tough for you. I'm gonna make it tough. If that's your sister, would you say, yo, and the same, your sister, you see pictures, the pictures of your sister, the same shit. He got some marks on him, your sister face look like that, would you say, yo, well, I mean, you was hitting this nigga, so he was defending himself, or you gonna beat that nigga ass?
It's not tough because it's different.
It's not different.
I think if she had a brother would have beat him up.
But see, it's not different.
Hold on.
Because
I'm sorry, I just looked it up. When you registering your hands or your feet, you just registering with the revenue, the Department of Revenue and Taxation to keep a database on whatever. It's not so much like, oh, use a weapon. They keep, because you're a professional fighter, so they keep. I mean, it's not so much.
and
like,
then when Lou, you could answer this too. When you're a black belt and you deal with karate, don't discipline come with that?
Yeah.
So,
But
once
also
again,
when you became a black belt.
that's something we gotta look up.
If it became one, I don't like mistakes. That's
No,
why
I
I
see
say
what you're
domestic
saying.
disputes, and especially at the age that it was nothing was right about it, but I could say that was a mistake. If he don't have, bro, over 50 counts of him beating women. They try to make it seem like he like beats everybody that he's with. It's like he's always doing something violent to them, but he ain't been in jail again or like been up again for that shit. And it's just a big difference, bro. I don't know. It's just raping somebody is different, son. That shit different. Like you could have a lack of judgment and hit somebody that you wasn't supposed to hit. But you can't tell me like, yo, I wasn't thinking right after you
Bro,
raped
19.
10 kids, bro. That nigga was like 25, 30, fucking with teenagers, bro. That shit, you can't have a lack of judgment. Like, oh, my fault, bro. Ain't my fault. You knew this was a kid. Nah. I can't compare rape to anything else, bro. That shit is just different. You're a freak, bro.
Oh no, I always used to think that to myself, like, when I see shit on the news about rape and shit, I'd be like, damn, like, I'm a guy. And, like, what state of mind you gotta be in to even think like that? Like, yo, you know what? I have to go out, take some pussy from somebody.
Yeah, I don't even
Like, how? Like,
Yeah, I don't
I don't even
understand.
like playing with women like that. Bro. You bad, like when there's somebody you really with and they like rape me, want you to play.
Take
Nah,
it.
bro.
I'm not taking it.
I need consent sometimes. Like,
Yeah, I don't play
bro,
that.
when I first, no bullshit.
You
When I
gotta
first-
take it
when I
sometimes.
first started having
Show me you
sex,
want it.
You be into it. So you be like, no, stop. You know
I'ma
what my ass
stop.
do? Stop. What happened? You said stop. Oh no, yo, listen, you can't do that. My mama told me if she said stop.
Yeah.
That's what it was. She said stop. No, I don't. Nah, I can't. That shit's not. I don't know. I can't. I'm not attracted to rape, bro.
It's not cool. It's just stupid. And then dudes that be randomly groping females, I've never seen a woman and looked at her and said, I should grab her ass right now. A woman I don't know.
I was a kid.
So I was an adult.
Middle school and shit like that.
Yeah, it's like,
You was on the wood shit, you know, you just want to smack a butt right.
as a man, as a grown man, I don't know. That's crazy too. Like I be seeing the dudes that when I used to take the train or the bus, they'll be holding on and there'll be a girl. Yeah,
Put
they
their
get their
right-
little,
yeah.
they get their little shit off. I'll be like, yo, niggas is weird, yo. That's some shit.
they be waiting for the train to be, they be waiting for the train to be packed so they can get their little rubs on.
That's weird, son.
It's nasty. What's up, Lou?
Check your text. I sent you Chris Brown's history of abuse with women.
Is it real history?
It's more pushing chicks off a bus,
It's on the internet.
snatching phones.
That's not abuse though. If I'm a celebrity,
well,
you
you
trying
know-
to record me all the time, and I'm telling you, if I tell you, yo, don't record me, and you keep throwing
public.
your phone in my face.
Yeah, but still.
Get that shit out my face. I'm gonna throw
But
it.
the thing is, the person has a right because you're in public.
When
That's the
Roberts
thing.
asked him about the abuse, he got mad and broke a window in the dressing room.
Word.
He took a chick's phone.
It's it could seem like a pattern.
Cause somebody take a picture of you, they're not supposed to.
A lot of celebrities are like
yeah.
that when it comes to, like I've seen where dudes will break
Some of the shit,
cameras. Like I'm.
from here, and some of the shit is reaching because honestly, yo,
He pushed her in the club and now she tore her ligament in her right knee. I've been tackled in football and I ain't tearing no
That don't mean
ligament.
nothing. That don't mean nothing. Yo, I know a dude who tore meniscus sitting Indian style.
but it's still like a lot of them people they be wanting that shit. Like,
Of
don't
course.
try to egg a nigga on.
Of course.
And especially, all right, cool.
They said
If he
it's-
got a tempo already, don't try to egg him on because it been shit that he did at the niggas too. But they only gonna show the woman one.
Well, no, that was particular.
Because it was do they have the one where he beat the nigga up because he was wilding because his girl wanted to take a picture with him.
They got one where he beat up his manager. In the tour, the female, it was a guy in the tour manager. He threatened somebody with a gun because the chick showed up to his house. You showed up to my house unannounced. I don't know what you're trying to do to me and my family. You could get shot for that.
They don't. Like, I
The chick he kicked off the bus, she wasn't supposed to be on the bus for the video shoot.
Yeah, don't.
So
You don't
a lot
know
of
who you
things are
are.
like,
And it's protecting yourself. That's like right now we leave out here, somebody run up on one of us with a phone, they gonna get that. We not famous now, but they gonna get punched in the face because you running at us and you pulling something out.
we don't know what you're doing with that picture too. It's dicey about the support thing because, like I said, there's other. Oh, well, R. Kelly. Why are we supporting the Pittsburgh Steelers? Bill Roethlisberger has been accused of rape how many times, and nobody says nothing.
Has he been convicted?
Kobe Bryant wasn't convicted, and every
We're
time
not
he spoke,
talking about Kobe. You jump from one to the
But
other.
wait.
Stick the.
That's my rebuttal to your rebuttal.
Nah.
You said, I said,
Nah.
why?
That's a dumb rebuttal.
I said, why are we supporting Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback from the Steelers? No, chill. Listen to what I'm saying. That you got two ears in one mouth, bro. Fuck out of here. No. Ben
See all
Roethlisberger.
that Lake on?
Ben Roethlisberger has been accused multiple times. He wasn't convicted. Kobe wasn't convicted either, but after that, they kept bringing it up about Kobe.
That's a fact.
So why don't you
how
bring
do
it up about?
They do bring it up on
They don't-
Ben
they-
Roethlisberger.
no, they don't.
Yes,
When
they
they-
do.
When the last time you heard them?
It
When the last
doesn't.
time you heard them mention?
When was the last time you watched a Pittsburgh game?
I watched the Steelers
Oh.
game.
Come on, bro. Come on. Now, that don't make sense.
Yo, they was bringing up for Kobe for anything. They're like, oh, the All-Star
Really?
game starts,
Really?
and LA Laker star Kobe Bryant, who was previously convicted, who was accused of, don't be having nothing to do with nothing. You don't hear as much.
So you would hear like a commercial. Yeah, let me wash my clothes with Tide as Kobe rapes a woman. Nah.
No, but they brought it up every time he spoke about it. Every time the media spoke about it. Look at Gail. Gail brought it up after he died, talking to one of his friends, Lisa Leslie. You sure you never seen him do
Context.
anything?
That's what.
Because she was.
How did-
It was just about Kobe after he died, and then Gail was like, the situation. She's like, Kobe was never like that with any woman around me. He's always respectful. He's respectful to me and every woman around. You sure you didn't see him act no way that would make you believe that he could do what he did?
That's what I said. It's different. It's different situations because
Ben Roethlisberger things always work. He was in the bathroom in the bar with a woman, forcing herself.
Allegedly.
Jameis Winston was allegedly about with the fat chick. Sorry for fat shaming. With the chubby chick in college.
Hold
And
on.
They thought she was lying. The sheriffs didn't even press charges. And then he got suspended 2 seasons ago because in the off season he got in the Uber and just stuck his hand and grabbed the chick titty, the Uber driver.
He grabbed the Uber driver's
Yeah.
breastises.
Yeah, that's why he was suspended.
And what happened with him and the fat chick?
She said that he forced himself on her and they didn't believe her when he was in college. Because he was a
So
top
you're saying-
athlete. He was a top baseball
Right.
player and football player.
So you're saying that they should have took
Jameis
action?
Winston? Yeah.
Like that was a pattern
Yeah.
that could have been.
You see it was a pattern now. The sheriff when she told the sheriff they didn't even go to investigate. They're like, he would never touch you.
But you know why that was? Because he's an
heavy.
athlete. Because he's an athlete.
Yeah, he's an athlete that seemingly can have any woman he want, and why would he touch
Yeah.
your fat ass? That's what the sheriff was thinking, and that's wrong. Because these niggas.
You mean chubby because you don't want to fat shame.
No, the sheriff said that.
Oh, okay. Oh.
The sheriff was probably no. I'm not saying he said that verbatim, but that's his thought.
You're saying that, yeah.
But you get these athletes.
What?
I don't know what she was. But you, who James Winston's
Nah.
black.
Yeah.
You get these athletes that go from middle school, high school. They demand. They always demand, and nobody's ever telling them no. Every woman want them. No matter what the woman look like, the first time you hear no, what you mean no? I get what I want. And they probably trying to force themselves. Cause like, that's a kid. That's like a kid that's never used to hearing no, and you finally say no to your kid because you spoiled him.
Man, it's a two-way street with all that too. Because yeah, those situations happen, and then the situations do happen.
Well, they be lying.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Kobe Bryant jump was an absolute lie. Shorty was boning other dudes that day. Only thing Kobe did wrong was cheat on his wife.
Look, that shit came up. It did come up a lot, though.
And then he snitched on
They would
Shaq.
always put it behind his name. Like they would say whatever and then put it behind his
Yeah, they will always throw that 3 years later. Yeah. So basically with the R. Kelly thing, if you want to listen to his music, listen to it. You're not supporting him. He doesn't get anything off the royalties. If you don't want to listen to his music because you feel that's supporting him, don't listen to it. It's all what you feel morally and as far as your integrity. It is what it is.
Don't try to free that nigga though.
Give him 300 years.
Yo, them
Give him bowling numbers.
Yo, if any of your family members or friends was at the courthouse talking about free him, yo, them niggas is weird, bro.
And then they get beat up.
From around your kids, all that shit, like, nah.
No.
We don't agree with R. Kelly, but them songs slap.
He got one of the best. You can't say pens because he couldn't write, but
Yeah, he was writing. He just couldn't read.
he couldn't write. So
Whatever he was doing, he was writing them songs.
he was like, yo, this is what you gonna do? You gonna say this?
He was writing them songs. He probably was spelling them wrong.
Yeah.
He
Yo,
like,
man,
or he probably.
Yo, could you imagine that son gives you the paper like, yo, this what R. Kelly wrote for? Well, what this say?
It's like Czechoslovakia.
And he come tell you like this what it said. Like, this not what that say, bro. I know how to read.
You see how Tupac wrote his raps, right? He would put characters in the middle of the words, or the middle of the lines. Instead of like the letter I, he'd put the eyeball and stuff like that. Yeah. So we got a nice conclusion on that. It depends on what you feel is support for R. Kelly, whether you not you listen to his music.
It's on you. Listen to it, listen to it. I don't think if you listen to his music, it make you
A pedophile.
Oh yeah.
Or a pedophile supporter.
Yeah.
Could you play R. Kelly and like to set the mood?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kelly on
It seems like she's ready.
Seems like what? I'm playing it, bro. That's his
The
music.
back of the head is not going to be like, damn, he was
No.
He was talking to a 14-year-old.
No.
Oh, he ready to pee on me.
No, you know why? Because I can listen to a female R&B song and won't be thinking about a nigga. I'm thinking about my woman.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
7th Street album is fire. She got some joints on there, some intimacy songs.
So what if she like, yeah, I want to take it out, slap it around.
My woman is talking to me. Or I'm saying I want to do what she want the man to do. I'm saying I want to do.
Slow down.
I said it.
Slow down.
No.
You said bring it back.
No, I said I want to do what she wants the man to do.
Alright, because you confused the
No,
shit
I ain't
out of me.
confused. That's exactly what I said.
What she
You
said,
said that shit mad fast. I'm like, what?
No, you was waiting for me to say something wrong.
What to do? What do you?
Or, but she said, you could say, yeah, that's some shit I want to do to my girl.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, like,
I want to do what she's telling her man to do to her. I want to do to my joint.
That's it.
You listening or predicting me to say something wrong. That's
I'm
bad.
not saying nothing. I'm just smiling. I can't smile.
Nah, don't smile.
Nigga, yeah.
Don't smile.
Yo. Hey, yo. Tigger coming back.
Oh, Rap
Tigger
City.
coming back. Rap City coming back. How you feel about it?
I feel great about it.
I'm happy about it.
Ain't he like 65 years
It
old?
don't matter. We get to hear these
We
rappers
gonna be
rap and
slapping-
freestyle.
We gonna be slapping some of these rappers. He was slapping some of them back then.
Yep, he was slapping like elite rappers.
These little niggas are shooting, bro. Shoot the shit out of him. He's not the rapper back in the day.
What, for rapping better than him? We don't mean
Shoot the
physically
bass
slap. We talk about slapping them around on the track, on the freestyle.
Oh, I thought you were talking
It's
about.
a young-minded thing.
Nah. You look on the cap.
Say he's gonna be slapping rappers, bro.
You're gonna be slapping them around.
Yeah, on the beat. But he gonna be killing.
You'll be killing. You know he can rap.
He can rap.
All freestyle off the top in my mama basement. A lot of rappers killed it too. Luda, Jada.
I was just about to say Jada killed that shit.
Jada should be the first one.
Fucking you know who else killed it?
No. Corday. The brand to bridge with the newer kids.
Yeah, you
Corday.
Bring somebody new.
You bring Corday.
Like a little bit.
Don't say G Herbo.
But I think a lot of young rappers. There's gonna be more younger rappers on it than there are new rappers. And the thing too, I'm like is gonna be fire about it is because there's a lot of spitters out there. Like there's a lot of rappers out there that really rap, but they not shown. They not marketed as much because they don't want to. They're not the rappers that want to throw in a big ass chains, want to be inside everything and shit. These are niggas. You gotta remember, like, from after like the Kanye's started coming out, then you got the J. Cole's, the Wale's and shit. The new rappers went to school, bro.
Yeah.
These niggas is smart, and the new rappers that really spit, they went to school. They don't care about throwing on the big ass chain, win, all type of flashy shit. Nah, niggas, look at J. Cole, bro. Look at J. Cole, Wale, they all niggas college kids.
Reason.
They all
Your
college
Reason is
kids.
nice. You gotta listen to him.
You got
Him when he freestyle, he be getting busy.
So
the problem is those rappers is over dominated. There's not too many of them.
and they make them rappers that's them supposed to be like, you could say they backpack rappers. They make more money than the niggas.
Yeah. I'm niggas don't be making no money. They be getting jerked because
Like-
they buying all that jewelry. These dudes is really out on tour.
Them niggas is on tour. They really making real deals. They really writing real shit.
And they making their own songs as opposed to like Atlantic Records having a factory of producers. Everything is in place. You just gotta put a 16 in
Even
it.
a nigga like Joey Badass.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what Joey Badass is doing.
Acting.
Mad acting shit. This nigga could really rap.
Yeah, you can rap.
Niggas like that. Niggas like Ferg don't be out there crazy. Ferg could really rap. It's a bunch of young, nice niggas.
There's a bunch of nice niggas, period, that people don't be getting attention to.
Some of the
Like
even
older
the mainstream
niggas.
rappers too. Some of the mainstream young rappers too is nice. They just don't really get into that rap shit like fucking this nigga that Juice WRLD was nice.
He can freestyle.
Yeah.
All them Earth Gang niggas. I mean, well, Dreamville niggas is nice.
Dreamville
I remember
niggas
Pounds
is
put me
nice.
on this you gotta listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
You kept playing his music. You like, yo, who is that?
But the
Just
thing
play
is,
this, like every day.
But the thing is, they promote like the catchy joint that's not really showing his talent because that's all that's all A&Rs are looking for. They're looking for the next of what's already established. They want somebody that's just like the next person that's already established. You got your own following. They don't want to do anything but get a finder's fee. They don't even want to help build the artist up.
Yo, stop sleeping on my son Kentrell, man. A lot of niggas be saying my son Kentrell is whack. My son Kentrell is nice, man.
Isaiah Rashad.
My son, young boy, is nice, bro. Stop sleeping.
This album sounds like the most complete album. Like he sounds like he's really a rapper now. The other albums were still like a little raw. Yeah, NBA Young Boy, NBA Young Boy, whichever way.
The first album I heard was that until Death Called My Name, bro. That shit was cool.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying he sounds like he knows how to be a rapper
Cause he
now.
by himself. He got no just hearing him. I think he always knew he can really. I think he's a real rapper, bro. Like he's really a rapper. Like he's not like these like a lot of the so-called like a Spottum God or niggas. Like he's not a microwave rapper.
Yeah,
Like he can
Just
really,
saying anything.
He can really rap. Like and he not looping all his songs. Like he not like an A-Boogie nigga like just looping everything. Nah, he rapped off the whole shit. Like he rapped his whole song.
And some of them like,
But the shit is too, with a lot of South rappers, niggas from New York would just be like, nah, nigga, why? Because of his voice.
and you don't get it.
Nah, learn to understand the way he talk. Once you learn to understand the way he talk, you're like, oh, this nigga really spin.
You know, a lot of them dudes be having funny voices. You don't want to hear it. Like I like Baby King. Baby King album is dope to me.
I ain't listen to it.
It's dope.
I was about to say, that's what stopped a lot of this shit, just the sound. Because you'll give a person 1 or 2 tries, and if they don't catch your ear, it'd be hard to listen to shit after that.
Word.
Some shit too, it be way you listen to it. You can't listen to everything on the headphones.
No.
Some shit is like,
Hey yo, Apple, something wrong with y'all. Them AirPod Pros are trash. They got like a shelf life for like 15 months, and then you need a new pair. Hell yeah, they die.
With the pros,
Yeah, they die.
I had my shit for like a year and some change, bro.
I had
They
my-
die.
I had the regular joints for like
Now the
3
Pros,
years.
they start bugging out after a while.
Nah, my shit, the mic don't work.
That's on average.
Whenever I got,
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to get some Raycons, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to get some Raycons, man. Support the black man. They about to be old for that. Some Raycons.
Get some Raycons and a Scooty bike. Support the legend.
Booty bite.
Yeah, you know, that Rhapsody, I'm looking forward to that. We need more stuff where we see people actually rap. I like bars on I-95. Funk Flex is like more commercial compared to bars on I-95. LA Leakers too. LA Leakers don't.
The problem is, like, I think the industry make it seem like it can only be one type at the time. Like, nah, let it be both. Let the gangster rap live, let the party rap live, let the lyrical shit live. Everything should be elevated.
Did you see the back and forth between Offset and Lazy Bone?
So Lazy Bone?
Yeah.
I just went out with Lazy Bone.
Cause Lazy Bone and son and also like, oh, we got more money than y'all. Cause Lazy Bone like, yo, we best group, we originators, whatever. Also comment like, we got more money. He said, that's y'all young niggas' problem. All y'all niggas talk about money. Anybody could get money. Put a beat on. Let's see who got bars. Step your bars up. Cause our legacy is cemented.
Yeah, Migos don't want to go through.
Hell no.
And that's
Busy wins by itself.
it's kind of a problem with both of them, like both generations.
And I don't think he was talking about Migos. He was just saying in general, like competition wise. And then Offset probably took it away and said something like, you know y'all use that flow y'all using is one of the Bone Thugs flows.
Yeah, but I think it's both, like both generations got like a ego.
Mm-hmm.
Like older dudes.
Because it's a young
like,
man's game.
And it's hard when it's, especially because they was just talking and shit on Drink Champs, drinking and shit. So you're not trying to like, you just talking and it feels like, yo, I'm talking to friends. So like you're not thinking about people listening. So it could have been like, yo, we was the best at that time, and then you could have probably bigged up groups of the day. But who does that in a regular conversation?
I think nobody. And I think another problem is like it's a little resentment.
No, honestly, them niggas is niggas probably don't even know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, it's a resentment thing as well because we had to get it out the mud for real. Like we had to sell it out the trunk. We had to get 1 million people physically to buy our albums for us to make money. While these dudes could just drop it on a streaming service and they can edit it whenever they want. They don't have to put as much as what we put into it.
You know what's good now? Because hip hop is still such a new genre.
Yeah, it's only 40 years
They're
old.
just now getting their legacy.
50s.
Every
Yeah.
other genre has legacy acts. Hip hop is now just getting to that point where like, yo,
And they don't appreciate it. We kicked them out instead of
I
appreciating
become a
legacy.
legacy act.
Like,
So now niggas like Bone Thugs become all these old dudes who become a legacy act, and now they get the money that they should have got from back in the day. They getting that now.
in their flowers. Shout out my goal, Nas. His 2 albums he got 2 of the best albums in the last 3 years. King's Disease is crazy.
I don't think Nas is legacy yet. He's
Hell
getting
yeah.
there,
Hell yeah.
but he's still making new music.
He just
That
started making new
good
music. He came in the game, what, 92?
He can do his old shit, but he's not a legacy yet. I'll probably give him. He 50 something.
Nah.
When he hits 60, he'd be a legacy.
Nas not even 50 yet. Nas is like
'Cause he ain't
47.
been not making music for a long time.
He stopped for a little minute.
So I could say even if if he would have stopped, it would have never made new music and just did his old shit. Then yeah, you a legacy.
Snoop is a legacy act.
Snoop is Snoop. Snoop is different.
Snoop is the most famous
Snoop
rapper
is different. Snoop is probably one of the most famous people
in
in
the world.
history.
Yeah, everybody knows Snoop is.
Like,
Kids said Snoop was trash.
Who?
Kids.
it's a different sound, bro.
They won't understand. They
You
won't
can't be mad
understand.
at them.
Snoop was really freestyling most of them albums.
Yeah, but I think you can't be mad.
No, I'm not mad at them.
You can't be mad
Yeah.
at the older people.
His style is not. His style is
I
not.
don't be mad at them.
His style is not at a quick enough pace for them either. No,
Nah.
he just made 48 last this month.
That's just the problem with niggas like yo.
Nah, he gonna be 49. No, he just turned
Yeah.
September 14.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him and Luda, they have a song called Virgo, and that's why I know his album's in March.
Motherfuckers they don't understand. Like, you don't gotta like somebody's shit to not
To acknowledge them.
bash. No, you don't have to like somebody's shit to not bash them.
Yeah,
So it's like I could say like you said your kids they said yo he trash. You don't gotta say he trash. It's like yo I don't like his music. You don't gotta be like nah this nigga's the worst ever. Nah, I don't like his music. It's not for me. I think that's the best way to go about it. I don't really like the music. It's not for me. It's a different sound.
but there are some rappers that are terrible though, from the old time and from the end now. There's a lot of rappers that are terrible, and I don't understand how they get on.
That's why I wrote in the chat earlier, like, yo, there's always going to be a spot 'em got 'em, and there's always going to be, like, a court date. So, back in the day, I don't know who was a whack rapper from back in the day that got put.
Benzino.
So you got, like, a Benzino from back in the day, and you got, like, no.
You want to name some more whack dudes?
And it's not even that they whack.
Nah,
It's just that
niggas is whack.
they catchy. Now, I'm not talking about, like, trash rappers that, like, just, they rapping and shit. I'm talking about, like, the catchy rappers that were just not good.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, you catchy, but it's like
The thing is,
Always them niggas.
them catchy rappers. Some of them catchy rappers are doing something that's real difficult. They're doing like multi-syllable bars, so they got like 5 syllables of rhyming. It's hard to say something dope with 5 syllables rhyming, 4 syllables rhyming. So they think it's gonna come out simplistic. So it all depends on what you expect from the rapper and what environment you listen to. The catchy rappers you want to listen to at a lounge or at a kickback. The dudes that are super nice, you want to be home or you want to be in the car by yourself.
it's just too much. It's too much judgment when it comes to rap. Like,
That's why I always
it's
say,
mad different
like what you
ways.
like.
It's mad different ways with like rap. Like,
You like what you
is
like.
you can't say a nigga whack because he can't freestyle. Everybody's not a freestyle rapper. Like fucking one of the best pins right now is this nigga Partisan 14. Partisan 14 said on Sway like Sway was like yo we want you to freestyle and she was like yo honestly I don't freestyle I write. Sway understood that being the OG that he is. He said alright cool we gonna go to commercial we gonna give you a pen and paper and let you write something real quick. He wrote something real fast and he was like, and he's still like, yo, this is trash because I still need time to write.
See, the thing is this. You know you're going on Sway. You know you're going on Flex. You know you're going on LA Leakers. You know you're going on Bars on 85. Have something written there. I remember one time Joe Ortiz.
But when he went, he wasn't going there. He wasn't going there to rap.
It don't matter.
He said gonna
Have something in the tuck.
Because even Sway said it. Sway was like, yo, we know you're not prepared to do this.
You should always be
We
prepared.
want you to do it. Because I think like he said like yo I'm not a freestyle rapper. That's why he went through the thing like yo we want you to write. Like,
2002-ish, 2003.
And that's-
If you was a rapper, everything wasn't going viral. So you would have like 2 little raps. Every radio station would spit like one of those 2 raps.
I remember Gino they used to do that shit. They used to doing that shit.
But then again, some dudes did their album cuts.
That's right, yeah.
Cam did his Come Home Me album.
Beanie and them.
Beanie did their album. So I just think you just gotta be prepared.
Knox did it too a couple of
that's
times.
You gotta be prepared.
That's a way of like I get it, yeah, that's
No, but if you're going on a staple like that, where they known to give you the challenge of the 5 fingers of death and all that, just have something prepared. Like Joe Ortiz went on the morning show with Ebro a couple years ago. He was writing on the way there. He knew he was gonna have a rap. I think the first person to rap on the Breakfast Club was Joyner Lucas. Yeah, it was. They said it. It was I believe it was Joyner Lucas or somebody.
when journalists came out.
Joyner Lucas went on there a couple years ago.
When he came out.
me see when 2021, probably like 17.
J. Cole was on the 20, and he had him out. So I know it definitely wasn't him.
So they told somebody like, "Yo, you're the first person we had rapping with," unless they was lying.
It wasn't Jordan Lucas. I don't think it was Cole either.
But it wasn't.
Cole went up there. They said we don't usually do this, but if he when he knows somebody can spit, he'll be like, yo, because you want certain niggas to get their freestyle off on your shit. You want to be that DJ to say like, yo, I got this person freestyle, I got that person freestyle.
But yeah, like these dudes.
I think everybody's not a freestyle
But
artist.
and another thing too.
You shouldn't expect them.
And another thing too, like Flex, Sway, these dudes gotta stop putting on these old classic beats that's not the tempo or the BPM of these current rappers. You can't put no slow ass beat on for like the Migos, how they be rapping or how these other young kids be rapping. Put a beat on to one of the other artists that's like them so they can freestyle over their beat. Like who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Fabio that rapped over somebody else's beat that was like a drill rapper and he killed it? Like that. Don't give me, if I'm a drill rapper, don't give me no slow ass Griselda beat. I can't rap to that.
Change the beat.
I think like a lot of them try to like they don't wanna let hip hop into nobody else. But like you gotta realize though, there's hip hop been out since the 70s.
And the styles always
The
change.
styles change, so like yo, it's your time to let it go. It's the old dude's time to like, yo, let it go. It's hip hop is always gonna be in good hands. Cause the way it is, like that, this shit is a genre, it's just expression and feeling and shit like that. It's always gonna fall into good hands. And the good thing about it is, it's always gonna go through. It's always going to go back and forth in waves, but when it's time for the next generation to like take it, yo, let them go. Don't be afraid to give it to them. Let them take it, bro.
And the top
They've been doing their thing so far.
and the top selling guys, the guys at the top are the better rappers. You don't got, I mean, you got these flash in the pan dudes or these dudes that are catchy. You hear these songs catchy, but the dudes that are doing the biggest numbers are Drake, Kendrick, Cole. So, you know, that lets you know. Sean, Wale, really. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta hear it. I hear it.
And then fucking KD said Dipset was going on, so I don't trust him to hear.
And LeBron was saying he was A&R on niggas' albums. So he said, yo, we gonna do a deluxe.
You saw how they caught him when the Drake shit came out and he was reading the lyrics off the phone and he stopped and he did the yo,
It's like yeah.
Words, bro.
He was doing the lock room. Get out of here, LeBron. That was T Grizzly when he had the baldy.
I heard some T Grizzly shit recently that was
Dropped some new shit.
That shit was alright, I think. Hold up, I gotta put niggas on. Y'all gotta listen to my boys Bad Neighbors,
Okay.
Black Rock and Roll Group.
Okay.
Niggas is nice.
Okay.
Fucks with them.
They're like Ray Shrimmer, or they're actually real rock and roll. Okay.
They play the instruments and shit, but it'll look like it's just a regular like a rap song or some shit like that because they not showing themselves play the player, but they play the instruments. Their genre is rock and roll, like
kind of like them dudes. What's the dudes? RML. The dude that was singing the country song, the West Coast nigga with the ski mask about his gun.
Oh yeah, my son. Rumors.
Yeah.
Rumors. Them niggas is nice too.
Y'all like it.
And the same way niggas supported Lil Nas X when he was doing the country shit, support these rock and roll niggas too. That shit is dope. And he got a fire line. Sunset. I don't know if I want to fuck this street bitch or I want to fuck this dyke. I was like, yo, he gets it.
He spoke to your life.
He gets it. Nah, but they nice. Check them out on Bad Neighbors.
Okay.
They dope. I fuck with them. They got a nice sound.
Want to talk about that topic?
Yeah.
Dead bitches.
Huh?
The dead bitches. They ain't like that.
Yo, Lou, pray for him after the pod, man.
Yo, Lou.
Pray for him after the
Pray
pod.
for him after the pod.
Pray for him.
Pray. Our Father,
Mr. Gasoline drawers in the handbasket.
our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in
How you
heaven.
do it?
I'm a
All
church baby, man.
Okay, so Lou, I want you to hear this too. How do you go about being with someone who lost a significant other to a tragedy, unexpectedly?
How they died.
Doesn't matter, huh? No, it's not personalizing things. Stop. Say you meet a
You got a joint number and her boyfriend died?
you did, Lou? You did?
that?
You did? Oh,
I say who you killed, man.
like say like we see it too. Like it could be either way. Like it could be a man and his
So you're
wife.
saying basically how do you deal with a widow or I don't know what's the
Widower.
male version?
Widower. Widower.
Widower that's still grieving.
Yeah. Like no matter how long ago they passed away, they still like every time the birthday comes up, they do a celebration or they talk about, oh, things would be so much different if you were still here. How do you be with somebody that says that? Or he or she, depending on who's looking for that, who's looking at that person like, oh,
Like I was telling you, it was the pastor and his wife were both. She was a widow and he was a widower.
and he still talked about,
Both their spouses died.
he was still talking about his wife.
Later, every Sunday, bro, dude was talking.
She must have that good.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
For me, I think it comes down to like your emotional maturity.
Both
towards the
sides.
Situation on both sides, because as the person that lost someone, if you got somebody new, you should work on your emotional maturity to know what to say around them. You shouldn't be saying stuff like, "Oh, I wish this person never died because we would have been living." Because yo,
What am I here for? Like, see me? I'm not a.
and then on your side, it's still bad because you like, I'm happy that nigga died because now I got you. So it's kind of like, it's a tough thing to think. I think it should be all right for that person to celebrate their loved one's life because, yo, you fall in love with somebody, you love them forever.
Yeah. And then you lose them.
quietly.
But how? Like,
I'm saying, if it's like
that's what I said. Like,
40 years later, bro,
it shouldn't
that's a
be.
little-
It shouldn't be. It don't have to be nothing crazy. Like, you shouldn't be saying things like, "Yo, I wish this person." It's hard
yo,
to say.
you
You still
can
can't
say,
say like, "Yo, I wish this person
this
never
person
died."
never
Because
died.
honestly, do you wish this person never died?
But that's one thing. You can say, I wish they never died, but you can't say, yeah, I wish you were still alive because things would be so much different.
You
Which
still
what
can't- it's still
what
tough.
would be different? I'm not gonna be here?
It's still tough.
My first husband, he died a few months after they got married.
Oh yeah.
And she,
And that's how she ended up with that's how she ended up with Dougie?
yeah. The thing is,
He looked like Dougie from The Hangover.
ain't no his birthday. I don't know when that nigga birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're a black belt.
I would have been like, kick out of here.
He would have went right to the casket. How you hold your hand like that?
I think it's
My stepson to see the grave a few years.
Yo, didn't you say that there was a story you read of a woman that was supportive of her husband and his
she was her husband's wife,
ex-wife?
his wife.
Yeah.
She died. They didn't get divorced, but she had died, and she was saying that every year they go to the funeral, they have a little the graveyard, and they do a little ceremony thing, and it's like it helped her. Like hearing stories about his ex-wife helped her like understand her husband more a little bit, and she's like she ended up developing
A spiritual connection.
yeah, a little relationship with her.
They were white.
Nah, it's black people. Yeah. And it was more so she was thanking the lady that died for the man that he became. And in a way you could
Stuck on his dead wife. That's
nah, he wasn't stuck on her. It was just more so we have kids together. My kids still love their mother.
right.
So we gotta celebrate the moms. And it's more so that like
Yeah,
because it's
that's
like
what I was going to bring up.
if
Because
somebody dies,
if you got kids,
if you got kids, right? Say you with somebody, you with them for 20 years. Y'all was together for like 8. Y'all was married 12, right? And then somebody, she passes away, right? And say you got 2 or 3 kids with her. They're not gonna stop loving their mother, and they're around their dad. So you can't detach that you can't detach that emotion, and you can't say if you get somebody else, like, and if they miss their mom, and it's her birthday and they come over, what do you tell them? Don't come over because my girl is here.
Nah.
We're not doing this today. You can't do that.
But no, it's not even that though. It's not that though. It's not that though. You're gonna celebrate.
Because if you get,
You gotta explain. I'm saying, especially the kids are older. If anything, we were married. 20
but if you get with somebody, see, this is how I think too. If you get with somebody, like if I get with somebody and they lost, if I get with a girl and she lost her boyfriend, and she be like, yo, I lost my boyfriend a year ago, I'm gonna expect that. So it's like,
However,
time has to go past.
however, it ain't no time. No.
Was married 40 years. Got married 4 months after his wife died.
He was on his way out anyway. But
Who was on his way out?
Duke, 4 months after she died, how you get married that fast?
He was young. Well, he was older, and I guess he didn't want to. I don't know. I thought it was a little weird when he told me, "Yeah, I'm getting married." But he's getting divorced now from the woman. But I'm gonna ask him next.
That was a rebound marriage. You're supposed to be a rebound relationship.
You know what I'm saying? 40 years.
he probably did it.
But forget 40 years, right? Forget 20 years. All right, somebody's with somebody about 3-4 years. You're still young. They passed away, whatever. You was together 10 years from young to like your 30s. Cool. It's not about you mourning your loved one. It's more so about the way you go about it and your verbiage. If you say, oh, I wish he was still alive, I wish she was still alive, that's cool. But don't say, oh, if you were still here, things would be so much different for us. Oh, I'm missing my soulmate. I'm missing the only person that ever loved me.
Yeah, no, that's
What am I
right
here
there
for?
is
Because I ain't no consolation prize. Nobody should feel like they're a consolation prize. There's some women that submit to a man that's feeling like that, or a dude that submits to a woman that's feeling like that about their deceased significant other. And no, just because a person is mourning over something, you could be empathetic towards that and sympathetic, whatever, but you don't have to subscribe to the thought or the notion that they want they wish that person was still here because they're still thinking about being in a relationship with that person, not the fact that it's a life loss. There's a difference between wishing the person didn't die and wishing the person wasn't in your life, was still in your life.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, that shit is hand over fist. Because if I'm wishing you was still alive, I would still be with you if you was alive.
Not necessarily true, because things run their course.
Why did she say that? Was it an argument? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the way you expressed it, it's like, that's weird. Like, how did that come out of the blue? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you got like.
It's an argument. And that's
See, but nah, you got people that post their deceased loved one.
right.
That's cool. You post them on social media, whatever. But it's just your verbiage of how you talk about that person. You can speak about that person like they're the greatest person ever, but not in a way that's demeaning to the person that you're currently with.
I don't know. I think it comes down to a lot of maturity and shit like that. Like, I can't be jealous of a dead person.
Ain't jealousy. It's the way a person is speaking
if
around you.
And it depends on, like, yo, if I know, like, you never stop loving someone. I don't care what anybody says. You never stop loving someone.
True.
Whoa, what you mean? Because I'm saying, what if it's an ex-girlfriend? Because it's an emotion which can be turned off.
But love don't go nowhere.
Love doesn't go anywhere.
My woman died while I'm with her. I'm still gonna love her.
If you stop loving somebody,
That's what Cisco was asking.
Well, okay. If you had an ex from however long ago, you still love her? Love her with the same type of
If
love?
I loved
or is it
her.
a different type of love?
It's a different type of love. Like,
I could deal with that.
Yeah,
because, like,
it's just a
I don't-
lower spectrum now. Lower on the spectrum.
I don't never tell girls this. Like, when they ask me this question, they be like, yo, do you still love your ex? And because it's hard to explain. Like, I could say, I want to say yeah, but it's hard to explain. Like, it's a difference from I love them and, like, I love them in a way like I love my friends. Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I wish them the best. I love them in that way. I don't want to be with this
There's
person.
no it's not romantic.
Love and in love is two.
But I
Yes.
love is energy. The energy never dies. I love this person. I don't want to be with this person anymore. But if something happens to this person, I'm be hurt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry because I don't want to see this person die. So
Would I be wrong if when my ex-wife had to pay her $12,000 if she would have died, and I would have been happy before I paid her the 12?
you ain't love her.
I think
Went out the window once I got that divorce decree, I had to pay her $12,000.
I think it's nothing wrong.
Love me. $12,000.
I think there's nothing wrong with a person still mourning and still loving the person that they lost. However, I said it's the verbiage that you speak around your current significant other that can make them feel less than, that can make them feel like it's just a consolation prize. You should never make somebody that you think that you love, that you're supposed to be with, feel like a consolation prize. However, that doesn't mean that you suppress what you feel as like, oh man, I wish this person didn't die. It was so tragic that they died, whatever. I missed them. Because you can miss somebody being alive, but that's a different. That's more different than you missing somebody that's alive and you're not in a relationship with. It's different because a person passed away and you never got to say goodbye. You never got closure. But if you broke up with somebody and you missed them, the door's right there, shorty.
No, I
So
don't.
it would be all right for them to, like, for instance, tell you a story about the dead person.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
That's cool.
Like there was a that's
That's cool.
different.
Because I've been in a relationship with a woman and she told me a story about a funny story about an ex. Not like hyping them up, just something that was funny to her. Like, and you know I got a humor too, we laugh. But so, I mean, it's
like,
okay.
If I deal with somebody that has, I don't like exes. I don't really care about, but say they got like a ex-husband or a baby father. I don't. If we going down like the question line, it's not like, yo, do you love him or not? Because if you love him, cool. My main concern is, do you still want to be with this person?
Yep.
Do you see yourself getting back with this person? Because if then that's the case, I don't need to be here. With a dead person, if you see yourself getting back with them, I probably don't need to be here either, because that means you're probably gonna kill yourself.
And I might be in the house with you when you keep the gas on.
So like, but that don't really bother me. Like all that stuff. Like even if the person is saying like, yo, I wish you were still here, I can understand it because I have lost people before. When you lose somebody and you start getting better in life, you start elevating and shit like that, you start moving to places. This is somebody you love. This is somebody you grew with. You do wish this person was here
To
so
see
they
you.
can see everything that like y'all went through. Like I got this nice house. I got this. This person would like this place. Like my mom's husband died, my stepfather, and she says that too. Like, yo, I wish he was still alive because I knew he would like this area. I knew he would like this. I knew he would like to see what me and my sisters doing. Like, that's understandable, and it's tough for like if you're a person and you can't really understand that. Like, yo, it's not saying that they don't love you still. It's just it's certain times of the year that things may spark up. Like if your significant other's dead and we are at the kid's graduation, you're gonna wish your significant other was here to see the kids graduate.
And the kids were able to see both parents.
Yeah, but I think with that, keep it to yourself.
I mean,
A little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I know what you want for her to keep to herself, talking like she's still in love with him and she still wants him.
but she
the-
still
Well, I don't
is.
know. I get it, especially when it comes to situations like at graduations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, but then you might feel some type of way like.
But it takes you as either the male or the women in the situation to understand, like, yo, I got
That's a
this
milestone.
I got this person
This is who I'm with. This is who I'm with.
for the rest of the year. Around these times, for right now, they feel emotional about it. A couple years from now, you might go past this time and they might not feel nothing. It might be just a random time that they miss this person. This is somebody they love.
But in that effort being with a widow is probably not too much different from a woman that was ruined in her last relationship by a guy. Like a guy was verbally, physically abusive. You know what I'm saying? Yo, plug that thing in this charger, man. Still got a beeper.
I like I could say I don't deal with joints that they got somebody that's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I would never.
I think gonna be calling.
I don't want to fall in love with you and he come home and
You throw me out.
You go missing for one day. Once you go missing for one day, I know what you did.
Yeah.
I know what you did. Why you nah?
But they had memories together.
The nigga not dead. The nigga alive. He can still beat it up. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't share that.
Especially when he come home, right? You know, he come home, especially they had a kid. He come to see his kid. He got that fresh out of jail little swole on him. Imagine he picks. No, imagine when they hug, he picks up and spins her around in front of you. Or he squeezes her cheeks in front of you.
If
I missed that.
How you
You said in front of you?
Yeah. Like he disregarding that you there.
Nigga, I don't
She
care how
wouldn't
long
even
you
allow
been.
that to happen.
You
She
probably
shouldn't even allow that to happen.
You ain't get beat up that whole time in jail. You about to get these hands, nigga.
I mean, she started like, stop, laughing.
She shouldn't even get that close to him. He come to get his kid. Come get your kid.
He ain't see her since he got locked up. He's gonna hug her.
Nah.
He might be going right back to jail, man.
Yeah, facts. Because that's not.
No, he's going to die. No, he's going to the ambulance.
She shouldn't even put herself in that situation.
Who he came? I'm gonna
Came to see
drop a
your
gun
kid.
in his car, call the PO like, yo, no Black Honda, yo, that shit crazy.
Yo, get into a fight with him and make sure I got coke on me.
Mad coke.
All over our body. Like, yo, he got it.
They got hammers in here too, son. Yeah, he violated.
Yeah.
Send that nigga right back.
He don't need to be on these streets.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
He told me 15 times he'll blow this whole city up after killing me.
That's the only joint I don't mess with. Like,
Yo.
your man, your baby, especially if it's a baby father.
All right.
Your baby father in jail.
Back in my younger years, right before I got on my spiritual and being a better person journey, I was dealing with a female that her man was in jail, or Duke was her ex in jail, whatever. I'm like, yo, if that's your ex, why a nigga be calling you? And he'll call like in opportune times. Nigga call. Nigga know he feel that she's giving up. Chick on top of you, and he call. No, you ain't answering this one. You gotta answer this call first. Yeah.
Yeah, if a nigga's in jail and you can't let him go, there's no reason for us to like. We could mess around and all that, but ain't no reason for us to take it serious.
Yeah.
Sometimes people let it go, but they just there for the moral support because they know that when people's in jail, they don't got nobody.
Yo.
So they don't want to fully let.
Nigga, what if he got a whole family?
Hold on. Hold on. Because there's a couple of females I know that's like that they got whole relationships, but they hold their niggas down because they know that they don't have nobody. Literally, all they got is them. And if they let them go, they probably gonna kill themselves in jail.
Okay, but what if, all right, you ain't gonna let him go because he got locked up. But what if he cheated on you? You gonna let him go? He ain't got nobody. He gonna be crying like, yo, but I ain't got nobody. It don't matter if you ain't got nobody. Find somebody.
You can't cry and say you don't got nobody when you cheated on me. When I'm in jail with
What's he in jail for?
4 walls.
What's he in jail for?
Damn, he cheated on her in jail?
Huh?
He cheated on her.
No. See, he said the cheated part. What I'm saying is,
But what's he in jail for?
Niggas that's locked up that got time.
For what?
Years.
For what?
It doesn't matter what you locked up for.
It does matter.
Why?
Because if you're doing something stupid and it took you away from somebody,
Come on.
you go out there robbing people and you got a job? No, I don't. Don't do
get
that.
locked up in indictments. Niggas be getting locked up like that.
I understand that, but I'm saying depends on where you.
That's what I'm talking.
I know what you're saying.
I'm talking about guys that get locked up. There's. I don't want to say like selling drugs, but y'all know that's on the block. They do it. Hold on, they do it for their family.
Yeah.
There's people that know if I leave this if I don't talk to this person no more while they behind them walls, there's a liability that they're gonna do something to themselves because they don't have nobody else that's keeping in contact with them. Hold on, they don't have nobody else that's doing absolutely nothing for them. Sometimes people don't want to leave people like that. But that doesn't mean that that's affecting them from moving on and being with somebody else.
There's a lot. It's not saying that you can't move on.
Boundaries.
You can move on.
But
Every relationship
deep
deserves
down
better.
inside, yo, you still keeping a relationship with this person.
It's just hard, cause I
What-
just,
what- what you- what you-
That nigga calling, y'all have yo, what you
no,
doing?
not all that. I'm not saying, no, see,
You don't know
that,
what's
that's,
going on in the other end.
that's,
You don't know
She
what they're
getting
talking
letters,
about.
you don't know what's going on in the letters.
See, what I was saying to you is like we know
Like he said, like,
we know
you
something
not-
we
you
know
not
something is
stopping
that
what we doing so you can talk to this nigga in jail.
no, I'm not saying we stop what we doing. Like,
Nah.
you can mentally, you can be there to support somebody until they get out of a bad situation, and I don't stop nothing from what you're doing. He's not like there's
I can't be
hold
with a
on.
girl that got that connections.
But say like if they not like say the dude like say he write her once every 3 months. If they got kids together, say they got kids together,
Different.
it's different.
but there's still a
No,
connection.
but let me chime in real quick.
Because you writing
I-
your kids.
No, you could be writing a check on her too.
but let me chime in.
Because if she's not good, the kids ain't good.
But you got a point. But let me chime in. When I said it depends on what they locked up for, because you know some niggas got to do what they got to do because they got to do it. But what about the dude that's doing dumb stuff that he don't have to do? She's supposed to support him?
No, but
That's why I'm asking. I'm asking about that
no,
scenario.
Nobody supporting. But is that I don't want to save because we're on. So I
Yeah.
don't want to save. But y'all know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. So
Yeah.
sometimes that's why some you have people that can literally support somebody, hold somebody down until they get out of this bad situation, but that doesn't affect nothing that they're doing and nothing that's
But
going
I
on.
agree with Vante. Me personally, I can't be with a woman that still has an emotional connection and he's so tied to her ex. I don't care the reason.
So if we put it like this, if we building and I tell you I don't feel comfortable with it, that should just be an end of that. Because now if you putting up a fight like nah, I gotta talk to him. This is I in my mind.
You still
gonna
want.
get out 5 years from now.
You gonna run right into his arms.
You gonna let him be. That's in my head. Like, you gonna let him be. You may not leave me. You gonna let this nigga cry. Probably a few times.
Maybe not.
You might be the only. But like, if you're the only person he's able to contact here, like outside, that means you're the only person he's talking to.
No, just is that people don't want to fuck with you no more because when you get locked up, people leave you for lonely.
You know that.
No, I'm talking about women. You're the only woman that he's talking to. He knows you're in a relationship. He knows you. He should move on. He's not the. He should.
It's
he
mad
should
fat
want
chicks
you.
that it's mad chicks that could be that,
But
that like being
if-
pen pals to jail. The guys in jail.
If he's not thinking about coming out and trying to talk to you, he will let you move on.
Suppose he say all that. Like, yo, I just need you to get through this bed. I'm not trying to fuck nothing up, but I need you to hold me down, and that's it.
When
All
you
right.
start,
And then y'all have a conversation about it.
when you start building a relationship with the person,
You tell them what you're not
if
comfortable.
that person, if you come out and you say that to this person, oh, I have somebody that's in jail. This is my ex. I'm trying to help him get through this bed. Like we talk to each other a lot. This, that, and third. If I say cool, I understand. I can't get mad at you later. But if you don't tell me that, I can get mad at you.
Yeah, of course. You should.
If
That's
you
it. You
tell me
should.
that, and I'll be like, yo, if we, and that's not something. I don't think that's something you bring up like the first day. It's when you start getting serious and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then the person tells you, you be like, yo, I'm not comfortable with that. And they be like, all right, cool, and they still continue the relationship with you, and they continue to do that shit. Then that's a problem, bro.
I'm not
Because
going. I'm not going to be comfortable with it because most women aren't comfortable with the fact that you have female friends.
But
that
most
you knew before you
situations
knew
when that
them.
happen with it be a baby mother, baby father situation. So that's why I said with his kids, so it's like
That's
hard.
different. A regular relationship,
But no, not a, but all right.
with the kids different. With the kids different
It's
because he
like,
got to
yo,
speak to his kid anyway.
They call the girl's phone, or the girl calls the male phone, or whatever, whoever's in jail, and it's like, yo, what's up? How you been? Oh, I've been good.
You don't know that.
No, that's what I'm saying. And
You don't know. You don't. But we don't know that
But this
because
is
you could get your sneaky shit in real quick.
But this is what I'm saying. What if that is the call? Like, yo, this, like, they call and it's just like, oh, hey, how you doing? How you been? I'm good. Oh, put the kids on the phone.
But I could rebuttal that to what I was saying. The dude could just call, yo, what's up? Just make sure everything good. Yo, send me some bread because the store's open on this month. All right, good looking. Bang, conversation done.
Also,
It could just be just like that.
Also,
Who money is it too?
She make her own money. She got a job.
Mama.
No, I'm just saying, because it could go like that. Yo,
also-
what's up? I'm just calling, see how everything, you good? I bet, yo, the store's open this day, blah, blah, blah.
But here's another dynamic. She think is, she wants to be nice, whatever. He's doing that because he wants to stay around because he think he got the chance to get back with her.
But
Like,
she's gonna let that be known. That's what I'm saying.
But if they got kids, he still has access to speak to her. He probably yo, I don't care. I'm sorry, this sound wrong. Your kid ain't old enough to talk. Don't ask to talk to your kid. Your kid is 8 months. Yo, put my baby on the phone, nigga.
You can't say that.
Why you calling here at midnight asking to talk to
that-
baby?
That is a little bit, that the midnight shit, but you
Niggas be
can't.
calling 11 o'clock at night. Yo, let me speak to my son. This nigga's 13 months.
He might know that's the hours his son is up. Suppose that's his sleeping.
You
schedule.
gonna speak to a 1-year-old?
It don't matter.
What
Hey,
conversation?
You can't say that because if that's you and you have a 8-month-old and you call, you're gonna put my kid. Everybody does. Put my kid on the phone and you talk to your kid. Put my kid on FaceTime. And you, that's just what niggas do. Now you do got some creeps out there that do it but you can't just label every guy.
I know I ain't gonna put that on anybody's jacket, but dog, you got a newborn. You should not be calling at midnight. She probably just put the newborn to sleep and you woke it up. You like, let me speak to my newborn. What? You want him breathe, nigga? I see your pictures.
Put my baby on the phone.
I
Nah.
don't want my girl talking to no nigga in jail. Jail niggas got game for some reason.
Yeah, yo.
Jail niggas get on jail niggas really be bagging bitches. They call their man,
Women.
yo, my party, what's up? Nah, you around some joints?
Let me talk to her real quick.
That's his girl now.
You ain't got nothing to do with jail, but work on your game, do some
What?
push-ups,
Niggas
read some
is
books.
this, nah.
Yo, they
Get your vocab up.
they be practicing. Like a lot of these people that we say is
Some of the
crazy,
dreams and shit.
talking to themselves. I think they practice in arguments. Like the people that be on drugs. I told them not to do that.
Have talks with yourself.
Yeah, I know niggas selling my girl no dream.
You know, jail niggas like, yo, they told me I can get a job at Walmart as the head manager of the warehouse because I was being good in here in the yard and I was organizing all the weights when everybody left. And they gonna give me like $38 an hour, yo. I got us.
How would you feel, right? If that's the situation.
Whether he got Walmart, he's lying about a Walmart job, I'm gonna call the Walmart and ask. You gonna hire this nigga after what he did?
Yo, y'all know he did, right?
I know what he did, right? They're gonna make him supervise? Nah. Just let him work.
You planning to rob that bitch.
Yeah. Let him work stock during the day when the cops are available. What you gonna say?
Now I was saying, how would you feel if you the kid, right? I always ask that. I ask kids this. If you the kid, right, and your moms do that to your pops, would you resent your mother?
Not unless you speak to your boss?
Yeah, like if like you know how you saying you don't want your girl or you don't want somebody you're dealing with speaking to you to do it if you're locked up, right? So if you the kid, would you resent that? Would you resent the guy for not wanting?
It depends. Like if I'm old enough and I can have a conversation with my dad, let me speak to my dad. But if I ain't old enough to talk,
I don't know if
that was he talking about.
I don't know if you resent the guy because
You
don't know.
You resent the guy and your mom.
You resent your mom's more.
You resent the mom.
But as a kid, you don't. As a kid, your mom. It's easy for your moms to lie to you. Easy for your dad to lie to you.
You resent the
As
guy.
But as a kid, when you get older, you look back on shit and you get to know the truth.
Yeah, but you resent the guy immediately because like, oh, he came here to take my dad's place.
Nah, because.
But then as you get older, like, that was mommy.
It also could be. It's a lot of times the guys don't care.
Yeah.
But sometimes the woman is so fixated on keeping the guy happy.
She'll do whatever.
She'll do whatever.
Do whatever, and like the guy might find out and be like, "Yo, why you did that?
Yeah.
Like, why you ain't let him talk to his father?" Man.
But all people see is the way she's acting different now, and the only thing that's
You think,
not
oh,
only
it's the guy,
the only
the guy
variable
making
is
it.
you, and they're like, oh, you make her do that. She don't want to be around her family. Oh, she got that new man. He keeping her away from us. He jealous. He's possessive. I be telling her to go to your house. She don't like y'all.
And I had that before.
I don't have my house. I want to
Like,
relax.
With me trying to like, you don't like trying to like, yo, tell her, yo, go. All my friends want me to go out, but I just want to hang out with you. No, go hang out with your friends. Like, go do you. Like,
I
go.
just want to be around you.
Like, cause they probably thinking, oh no, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Like, I'm about to to sleep. You gotta go have fun. And it's like, nah, I want to be here. Like, you don't gotta watch me. And that's like what Big said. Like, sometimes it comes from being hurt. People were hurt in the past, so like they go off like what their exes did, and they be like, nah, go. Like, I don't mind this.
That's not me. That happens, bro. Sure.
Yeah, so it's all circumstantial, depending on circumstantial, situational. How old the kid is. So maybe he did something. He went down. And he held it down so she won't get caught up in it. Yeah. But if any nigga flirting with you, he ain't about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Nah, fam. That's the only time you get the phone. You better beat somebody up and take their time slot. You call here 2 in the morning on Saturday, interrupting her Bluetooth.
Yo, don't call here at 2 in the morning. You know what you do? Take a chance of catching another case while you in there. Beat somebody up.
Yeah.
Probably get 2 to 3 more in your time.
Yeah. Do not wear Kool-Aid lipstick. Felt good having this guy back, man. You wanna make that revelation to the viewing audience? Yeah. You got a name. Round of applause.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah, well, you messed that up. What we gonna do a drum roll?
I would have to mark it.
The idea I came up with was for the name to be the Rule of 10 podcast. This is a phrase that I think I live by after I heard it from Charlemagne the God the first time I heard it. And the meaning of it is basically three people like it.
3 people
Three
here.
people like it, 3 people hate it, 4 people don't give a fuck. And like that's really how I like to live my life. Like I don't you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want. Just know some people gonna like it, some people not gonna like it, and some people don't care. And I think that's the best way to live because it gives you the freedom. You're not worried about being like, you're not worried about being hated.
Scrutinized, ridiculed.
Everything everything is balanced. It's like
Yeah, nobody wants to.
but it's also knowing that like, yo, and that's the way of life. Nobody is always gonna be one-sided with anything in life. And you look throughout history, anytime something changes in history, and nobody is always on one side. And then there's some people that just don't care. Like even with the shit that we going through now, nobody is like, some people are for the vaccine, some people aren't for the vaccine.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna do whatever they ask, whatever they tell me to do to keep my job. I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's a crowd too. I think that Rule of 10 podcast is that name
So, like,
was very perfect.
We can hit every topic we hit. Just know, like, we understand. Some of y'all gonna agree with what we say. Some of y'all gonna disagree.
Like with the support. Like with the support. 10 people. For every 10 people there's 3 that's rocking with it, 3 that's not, and 4 is like, okay. Oh yeah, another thing. Side note, yo, we only 6 episodes in. Can y'all please stop asking or telling us, yo, you need to get me up there. Get you up there for what? Can we work this out and smooth this out? Then we bring you in because it's going to be even more convolution and jumbling and fumbling over words and who time to speak. The more people we bring up, let us learn this and then we got y'all. But first we got some interviews.
And they have to be vaxxed.
Yeah, y'all gotta be vaxxed. Take the jab and you can jab.
And have something like what you.
Groundbreaking.
Honestly, what you gonna come up here for?
Phone interview first.
Yeah, we already 3, 4 niggas that don't like. We not famous. We don't got no crazy businesses and nothing going on. You ain't got nothing going on. You're not coming up here. Simple as that.
No messiness.
You're not coming up here to bash somebody that you know or like to throw subs or something. We're not doing that.
Or to be a star.
We not stars yet. We not up there, so you're not coming up here to just
bash people.
Your opinion don't matter.
You want positive shit. People to look at it and you can take something
Now,
from the episode.
if you got a business, you want to come up here talk about your business and then tune and like chop up a little bit about the conversation a little bit, cool. But Joe Smo from the hood, like, you can't come up here and just I wanna hop into the conversation. Nah, be cool.
Unless we feel like saying, you know what, yo, come up here and just have a conversation. Because in that case, you ain't a guest, bro.
But it ain't too much to talk about.
I still don't think that. Like, nah, we don't need you up there.
It has to be something like groundbreaking because we trying to push something forward. Like we trying to change the narrative. Because most
people to look at the show.
Most podcasts they got a negative overtone to it. They always talk about some messiness and they laugh at it, but they don't never speak about a way that a person could have avoided that or a person in the future could avoid that. If you
checking your followings and your subscriptions and all that shit, if you ain't share us, you can't come up here. Don't even ask.
Like when we up here speaking, we got 3 different perspectives of things. 4. Sometimes we actually agree in some points of that point. Yeah. And with that conversation, at least we're creating a conversation. We're not just talking about it to see who can sound more animated, more like Stephen A. Smith, or who's just talking ignorant about it. Like if that's what you really feel, we're gonna give 2 sides to the conversation. We're not gonna joke about it because we want people to learn this. We want people to learn something.
You know what else is kind of
while we're learning.
You know what else is kind of unique about what we got going on? It's like 4 different generations.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the generations, but
70s, 80s, 90s, 2000.
70s?
That's when he grew up in the 70s.
Hey, watch your mouth. Nah, bro. I'm 20. I keep telling you, I'm going to be 27. I only count the after Jesus years.
Yo, you wrestled Ric Flair when he was brolic.
Chill. Chill. You see? Y'all got to get out of my house now. Because now you're being disrespectful for no reason.
He looked like Cliff Huxtable Pops.
Oh, this.
Facts.
You ever seen Bill Cosby Pops in the Cosby Show? Only thing Lou got to get gray.
Yeah, bro. Rule of 10, that's what we going with. Merch coming soon.
Yes.
Podcast.
Rule of 10. Thank you again.
Can you add, can you make it rule of DS, please? What? Rule of DS. And in Spanish. What's wrong with you?
Yes, I thought you said DS. We could do that. We have 2.
You gotta teach us how to say the whole thing in Spanish.
Yeah, we have a Spanish one. Yeah.
He said what?
Yo, it have a Dominican patch on there.
Yes.
The tag will be shaped like a piece of Maduro.
With the action there.
With the action?
Yeah, the Roman
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, I got this.
As always, man. Podcast.
Take care of
If you
yourselves.
gonna like it,
Take care of each other.
if you